Hey everybody, it's Will Stoff doing a Facebook Live here, and the topic is Fiverr devaluing your voice over work? We're going to get into that next. Okay, so that is the big question. Is Fiverr devaluing your voice over work? Well, I had some interesting conversations because I'm on Fiverr. I use that regularly here for my voiceover business. And I've run into some people that feel that it is devaluing your voiceover business. And a lot of people in the voiceover industry don't like Fiverr. They don't like the idea when they first hear about it, you know, $5 for 200 words. Boy, I charge a whole lot more than that. And, you know, and you have a big platform and people are wanting, you know, for a very small price. And you're willing to do that. You're willing to stoop that low. That's the argument that they usually give. And it's devaluing your work, where you know, professional voiceovers go through a process of training. They go through coaches. They hobnob. They network. They go to networking events. They go through lots of workshops and consult with some of the industry leaders, and then they try to get the attention of national brands and national commercials, national television commercials, and national radio buys, where they can get their voice on television to do those buys. And a lot of times they need an agency, and an agency is kind of their gatekeeper. If you get the right agency, then you're in the go. And a lot of times agencies won't even look at you unless you have gone through certain voiceover coaches. A lot of times this can be very, very expensive. And so if you are serious about voiceover and you want to go that route and you want to go through the process of, you know, getting to where you want to get there and get there as quickly as you can, then going through the voiceover training, getting the right vocal coaches that help out all the right people. You can look all these people online. They're tops in the industry. You can pay them lots and lots of money, thousands and thousands of dollars of coachable hours. And then you can hobnob all over the country and go to different events and try to network with people who represent companies, who represent Fortune 500 companies, to see if that you can get some voiceover gigs. And when they have auditions, these companies will go to these agencies. So if you are a voiceover person and you're looking to, let's say, score a big, hey, I've got the talent to do this, these companies won't even look at you unless you are represented by these certain agencies. So what this has created, for the most part, is this has created a very exclusive club and a very competitive and very cutthroat, and it always has been very cutthroat, and that's not changing. But when you're at the very, very top, then yeah, you're going to get huge prices. You're going to get $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to voice a 30-second commercial, a 60-second commercial, a project, you know, to narrate something on a show or a television channel or whatever. You're able to really become this dominant person here. So the big question is Fiverr devaluing your voice over work? Let me tell you something that's interesting that I notice about Fiverr. I never hear collectively, maybe I might hear from one or two people who are just kind of searching things out, trying to figure things out. I never hear SEO people who are dominant on Fiverr. You know, I wonder if Fiverr is devaluing my SEO work, my search engine optimization work, where I try to get people to rank on YouTube and rank on the first page of Google and all the things that I put together. I wonder if that is devaluing my work. You don't hear that conversation collectively at all. You don't hear that conversation from graphic artists who are putting things together for people when it comes to putting banners and providing all kinds of graphic art for people for their social media sites, for their Twitter banners, for their Facebook banners. You don't hear any of that from these people. You don't hear that collectively. You don't hear them saying that at all. What else do you not hear? Who else is on Fiverr? There's a lot of people on Fiverr, even people that are putting videos together. Okay, making interesting videos for people, and they're really skilled at that. You don't hear them complaining collectively that this is undervaluing my work. Why do you hear that from the voiceover industry? Why do you hear that from the voiceover industry? Sharon Whitfield, thank you so much for joining us here on this Facebook Live. Why are you hearing that? Well, the truth is, like I said, it's been an exclusive club for a long time. And somebody like me, I've done radio for 17 years. I've done a morning show. I've kind of thought about maybe doing voiceover work, and every now and then I might have gotten a little project from somebody. Hey, could you do this for me? It's never really been a big deal at all. Okay, and I kind of I knew a friend that was in doing some voiceover, and he was a production director in Atlanta, and being in that atmosphere, he really decided to spend some money and capital of getting voiceover lessons, and then going to auditions and getting hooked up with an agent and doing all the necessary steps in order to get to the top. And he's struggling, and he's still trying to get all these deals, and some of them work, some of them don't, but it's a long process where he's investing a lot of money to do it, and he's trying to make it happen. Lily Romero, thank you for swinging by Facebook Live. So you have those people complaining, and the reason they're complaining is this is the truth. It has nothing to do about it devaluing your voiceover work, because if the truth is, and this has been explained many, many times for people that have tried to defend Fiverr and give them the reason, is that no, you're not doing work for $5. You start it out as, hey, I will do $5 of work for two. Let's say I'll do $5 for, hey, how you doing, Lily? I will do $5 for 200 words. Okay, all right. They do that. And the first 200 words is $5, but they also add a couple of gig extras to that. You've got commercial rights. So if somebody is promoting a business, okay, you can give them a commercial rights. You can make it any price you want. You can give them $100 commercial rights. So hey, I'll do your work. You got 170 words, all right, for $5 for 200 words. Okay, for those 200 words, $5, and then 100. Okay, here's $100 because of the commercial rights I'm going to give you here, because you're dealing with a business. Okay. You're dealing with your company, your brand, or whatever. Okay, you also have broadcast rights. Okay, you can make that price anything you want it to be. All right, so somebody comes, hey, I've got I'm an agency here, or I'm just a home business owner, and I want to put a television commercial on, or a radio commercial on, and we're doing this on radio and TV. Okay. And it's 30 seconds long, it's 60 seconds long. What's your price? Well, my price is $5 for 200 words, or $5 for 75 words, or $5 for 50 words. And here's the other deal. You can make that anything you want. You can make it $5 for 25 words. You can make it $10 for 25 words. You can make it $50 for 25 words. You can make it $100 for 25 words. So you really are able to set the price. You can start as low as you want. So there's no rule, there's no hard and fast rule that, the only thing you can sell is for $5 and that's it. Okay, so this idea that Fiverr itself is devaluing your voice work is a bunch of bunk. You can really set the prices any which way you want it to set. Why do they start out with $5? Well, I'll tell you that, give you the reasoning for that to begin with. So you have that in play here. So you are able to get all these extra gigs. So somebody comes and they want to do a television commercial, or they want to do a radio commercial. All right. So you're adding a commercial extra gig. Okay. Commercial rights, broadcast rights. That's another one. And people charge a whole lot more for broadcast rights than they usually do with commercial rights. So you got 2 in 1. So, all right, I'm going to charge you $50 here for your commercial rights, $50 for your broadcast rights. Then we're going to add the word count, and we add that all together. This is what we have. Okay, boom. Then you've got a decent sized package. Okay, and so so people say this is devaluing your work. So I don't see that where that's happening. All you're seeing is you are seeing something that for the most part you don't know enough about. You need to get educated on what it's all about. All you hear is $5. Okay, you don't understand the process that it's involved. So why does it start out at $5? Well, to be honest with you, Fiverr does that in order to get you to a certain level. All right, when you first get onto Fiverr, like I have before, the goal is to become a level 1 seller. How do you become a level 1 seller? Well, what you do is you need to get 50 orders. How do you get 50 orders? And, how do you get people to listen to you? How do you get people to respond to you? Well, it's very simple. You You get friends and family, you do stuff for free maybe, or maybe for $5 just to get maybe 5 people on board just to get started, so you can get some momentum going on, so the search engines in Fiverr will recognize you. And then from there, there's a buyer request. There's a buyer request section in Fiverr where people are posting what they want. They're requesting what the services that they want. Okay, so you go ahead and you check out the buyer requests. You do that on a daily basis, and then all of a sudden you start building it up to 50. And the goal is not so much the money. The goal is to get 50 orders. So how cheap do you want to go? When I first started, I would do all kinds of crazy things in order to get those orders up to 50. Once I got up to 50, and I got to level 2, then it starts moving up. Then the prices start moving up, okay? And you want to keep those prices at a certain level, all right? $5 for 200 words. How about $5 for 75 words? How about $10 for 75 words? How about 20? You want to be competitive with everybody else. You want to find out what they're doing. There are people that get enormous traffic on Fiverr that have been doing it for a decent amount of time. Some people on Fiverr are serious professionals who meet the criteria already of national voiceover people who've gone through the training like I mentioned earlier, and they're still on Fiverr, okay, because it's another revenue source, okay, and they're setting huge high prices and they're getting results because of who they are. Okay, but to be honest with you too here is that Fiverr is a way to get your name out there on a global reach. And my question for all these people who kind of down it think, oh, it's devaluing me, you're in your own little world here of voiceovers, okay, of your network of people that you have in your clientele, okay. Well, this really gives you a global reach. Do you have that global reach with your network that you have right now? Maybe you're getting paid so well and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you don't see the need or you want to invest time, But the point is that it's a way to get your name recognized and get your name out there like nothing else, and it doesn't cost you a dime to start. It really doesn't, and that's the magic of it. So when you hear people saying Fiverr is devaluing your voice work, you need to explain to them that price you can set anything you'd like. You really can set it at anything you like. Okay. So when it comes to the voiceover business, I think what has happened is that this really has brought it to a level playing field. So all the people that have just kind of, made somebody like me who's been in broadcasting for 17 years, who's been at it for a long time, and I've been doing mornings, and I enjoy mornings, but I'd like to do something a little bit extra. My wheels are kind of turned. I don't know if I want to do it or not, and maybe I'll do like I said, I'll do a commercial here or there or whatever, or and really haven't thought twice about it. R.J. Jordan, thanks for swinging by. All of a sudden, the light's gone on for me. I'm got over 100 orders in already. I'm making, I'm not where I want to be. I'm making about 500 a month. This month is a record. It's getting close to 700 a month. I want to get to the point, the next step at level is 1,000. So at the end of the month, I'm just going to kind of re-examine where I'm at and, and raise my prices a little bit to see how that goes for the month, and not do it so high that, people are like, yeah, well, I don't know about that. But the fact is you're getting more traction, you're getting more views. And when you think about what the eyeballs, just on Fiverr alone, we're not talking about SEO, because I'm learning about that now, and I'm trying to get my YouTube videos ranked. I've gotten a Donald Trump impression where my YouTube videos are ranked, and I'm right there with all the the Daily Show videos that are on YouTube on the front page. And there's another guy that's completely awesome that's a voiceover artist that calls into radio stations to do his Donald Trump impression. He's got one on there, and he's got like over 100,000 views on his video. So I'm right there with them on that channel, and I'm getting some traffic. But just regardless of that alone, with Fiverr itself, when you look actually at what you're able to view the traffic, I'm getting at least 1,000 impressions a week. Okay, 1,000 impressions a week for different gigs that I'm doing. Okay, so Daniel Dykes, thanks for joining. Appreciate the compliments there, Lily Romero. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the thumbs up. So when you look at the views and the traffic that you're getting, it's just absolutely astounding. And so what you're able to do is you're able to take that traffic and move it towards your direction. Find a way to get it to your website. Try to find a way to use Fiverr as a vehicle to get things. And that's the other thing too, is that there's when I hear this old school talk of, hey, this is devaluing voice work. Voice work is a professional organization type of deal where we, we're dealing with real money and real clients and da 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 da. Okay, well, at the end of the day, how many people are at the very top? How many people are doing okay with voice work? How many people are struggling with it? How many people are maybe, making 10 grand extra a year versus people on Fiverr, the top people on Fiverr? There's people making $10,000 to $15,000 a month on it, the people that have mastered it. There's one guy that's a radio guy that's been in radio. I purchase voiceover from Fiverr regularly. It's a great way for voiceover guys under contract to fill holes and monetize their studios during downtime. Absolutely, RJ, absolutely. And the truth is, RJ, you really do find everybody on Fiverr. You find amateurs, you find pros, you find people that are somewhere in the middle. You find so many people, and the choices are just astounding, and the prices are astounding. You can get it as cheap as you want, and you can pay as much as you want too. It depends on, and you're gonna, like anything else, you're gonna find quality based on the choices that you make and the price that you pay for it. So absolutely appreciate that, RJ. Well, that's all I got here for today. So I'll provide my Fiverr gig as a link here in the comment section, and if you guys want to check that out as I finish up this Facebook Live video, I'll put that on here in about a minute or two. If you want to check out some of the stuff I got, that would be great. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot. Till next time.